Hello and welcome again to 40 Days of Habit with me, Grace Marshall. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to talk about traps and triggers. So today I'll talk about traps, tomorrow we'll talk about triggers. So traps are the things that hijack us, that take us off track when we're trying to forge a new habit. So there's the classic smoking-drinking combination. So if you're trying to give up smoking, a lot of people find that the hardest time is when they go out drinking because there's that very strong association, but there's also the fact that other people are smoking, they can smell smoke around them, and they've associated smoking with drinking. So when they start drinking, they start going, I really want to smoke now. So that's, one of the classic traps. I know that when I'm trying to eat healthier, or if I'm trying to cut down on carbs especially, or cut down on sugar, I find that the later I leave my meals, the harder it gets. So if I either skip a meal or if I'm eating late, like I did last night actually, and I decided to eat at 7 with my husband instead of at 5 with my kids, by the time I got to about 6:30, I was like, oh my goodness, I am so hungry, I could eat anything. So I know that for me, if I'm trying to eat healthily, later meal times are a trap for me because by that point I'm so hungry. I just want to go for all the carbs and the sugars and the kind of quick hits. For my husband, he finds that actually having a bad night's sleep is a trap for him when he's trying to eat more healthily. So when he hasn't slept well, I think partly his willpower is less, but also partly whatever's going on hormonally or chemically in his brain and his body, it's screaming out for sugar. And so he finds that having a bad night's sleep is a real trap for him when he's trying to eat more healthily. For my sleep that I've been working on, I've noticed that one of my traps, well, a couple of my traps, one is if I leave something on my to-do list until the evening. So if I go, I'll sort that out in the evening. And then all of a sudden, the evening just gets taken over, and before I know it, it's bedtime or past bedtime. So last week, we were coming back from half term. We arrived back on the Friday. My husband was working from home. I needed to do some online shopping to get the groceries in, but I didn't want to bother him when he was working. So I thought, I'll chat to him later in the evening, and we'll do some meal planning, and then I'll do it. And next thing I knew, it was 10:15. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm still doing this shopping. So that for me, I realised was a trap. So leaving things till the evening, especially when I'm trying to bring forward my bedtime, leaving things till the evening to do that I have to get done is a trap for me. Equally, starting something that then ruminates in my head is a trap for me because then I can't get to sleep in the evening. I always have to be careful of this thing. So if I find I'm on my phone too much in the evening, that's also a trap for me. It's a trap in terms of it sucks up the time, but it's also a trap because my brain then doesn't switch off for a while. So what are the traps for you in terms of the habits that you're trying to make or break? What are the things that hijack you, that take you off track when you're trying to forge a new habit? Have a think about it, let me know what you come up with, and maybe we can have a play with what we can do about that. And tomorrow I'll talk to you about triggers.